In this video, I'll show you how I paint the skin. This is an updated video because the first one doesn't have a voiceover and kinda short, so let's start. First, we start with the base colors. This step sets the foundation for everything else. Pick a skin tone that works for your character and don't stress too much about getting it perfect right away. You can always tweak it later. Next, let's talk about light and shadow. This is where things really come to life. Knowing where your light source is coming from is super important. It helps you decide where to place shadows and highlights to make the skin look three-dimensional. So I'm just gonna put some shadow based on where the light is coming from. So for this one, it's coming from this side, so the shadows would be right here in this area. For this one, I'm imagining a light source above the head. If you're wondering what brush I'm using for this demo, I'm using colored pencil brush and an Apple pencil for pressure sensitivity. Now, here's something I really want to emphasize. Value. This is why understanding light and shadow is crucial. Let me show you what happens when we strip away the colors and just focus on the grayscale version. See? Even without the color, the values make the image feel complete and readable. If your values don't have good contrast between the dark and light, it would be harder for the viewer's eye to determine where the light and shadows are. So here's a cool trick. Look at how anime simplifies skin shading with just two values, light and shadows. It still looks amazing because the contrast does all the heavy lifting. Look at this image shot from One Punch Man. The lighting is amazing because we can tell which part is hitting the light and which area does not. So let me give you a quick demo. I'll keep it simple and easy to follow. Using only two values, I'll shade this character in anime style to level up the artwork. And speaking of leveling up, creating more engaging long-form content is something I'm really focused on leveling up. So huge thank to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. You probably heard Skillshare by now because Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and more. Skillshare can help you take your career, skills, hobbies, passions, or side hustles to the next level. Personally, I've been learning from creators like MKBHD to improve my editing, scripting, and overall video creation process. My goal is to have a clearer and more structured approach to making engaging long-form content. Another class I'm eyeing is Ali Abdal's productivity class. Balancing university, life, and content creation has been challenging, so I feel like it could really help me stay on top of things. They also have a ton of other classes I'm excited about, like time management and motion graphics, which could be super helpful for improving my workflow. And the best part is, you can access all of these classes completely for free during the 1-month free trial. So if you're one of the first 500 people to hit the link in the video description, that will let you join for a completely free 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Now back to the video. I'm using a multiply layer to quickly lay in the shadows. This method is super effective and saves so much time because you don't have to worry about the colors for the shadow and you can easily tweak it later if it doesn't fit to your liking. This time I'll cover the whole base color in shadow, then erase the areas where the light will hit. The lighting I'm going for is coming from here, so I would follow that light source and erase these areas. You can see how the overall lighting looks believable without even rendering everything. Now let's talk about how the environment affects the skin color. Have you ever noticed how skin looks different in sunlight compared to indoors? That's because of ambient light. Here's an example. Imagine the sun hitting an object near your character. Some of the light bounces off that object and reflects onto their skin. Skin is pretty reflective, so you'll see a soft glow or tint from that bounce light. In this example, Wednesday is wearing a pretty reflective suit, and that made the light bounce from her outfit onto her skin. Here's another example of how the environment your character is in affects the skin color. I have a quick doodle here with the base color already done, and now I'll put her in a party situation environment where there's so many different lights. As you can see, the character doesn't blend in with the background, so we're gonna fix that. First, let's put a multiply layer on top. Now I'll lower the opacity of the multiply layer. You can see how that small addition makes the character feel more grounded in their environment. Little details like this can take your art to the next level. I added some tiny highlights here and there just to kind of make it more complete. Now, let me show you how I paint the skin step by step. First, I start with the base colors, the flat skin tone we talked about earlier. Then I add the first layer of shadows, keeping it simple with just 2 values. If you can't choose a color right away, you can choose multiply, which is I'm doing right now. After that, I go deeper by adding another layer of shadow on top of the first one. This adds more depth and makes the skin look 3-dimensional. Now, these areas is where I'm gonna add more shadow or another value. I'm using a pen fade brush for this one to have that bit of a soft edge. I'll add shadows on the nose. Then blend out the hard edges with the blur tool. Now I'm adding a saturated blush on the face to make it look less flat and make the skin more alive. I like putting aerosol under the eye, and it's kind of a stylistic choice. But you can also see this from art styles like Arcane, where put different type of shadows on their faces.
어제까지도 우리는 같이 있었고 이제는 네가 떠나도 I don't care about it all. 어제까지도 우리는 같이 있었고 이제는 네가 떠나도 I don't care about it all.
Finally, I smooth out the transitions between the light and the dark using this warm color to make everything look natural and polished. I'll add some ambient light or bounce light into the shadows using a soft light layer. And there you have it. Those are my tips for painting skin like me. From mastering light and shadow to understanding how the environment impacts your colors, these techniques will help you create more realistic and dynamic skin tones. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more art tips. I'll see you on the next one.
어젯밤과 함께 떠나갔던 안개는 나를 전혀 바라보지 않잖아. 우리 둘 사이 관계는 깊지 않아, 관계는 깊지 않아 보이는 거 알잖아.